The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn.
Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to play it through. Now it's Messi. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Albert Ferrer. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cannavaro. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri going full tilt down the left. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Decent progress down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Belletti, and that was nowhere near his best. Pass somewhat off target. Neither side yet able to find the net. Well, that has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. He's beaten the last man. It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he was alert to it. Can he spark a counter here? Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Belletti. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tries to cross. And he's there to clear it. Pedri goes steaming forward. Great vision. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal. Boyan! Oh, just wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Albert Ferrer. Rijkaard. Boyan. Oh, it's Batistuta. Pedri can see things others simply cannot. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And they've got rid. Messi. Rodri. And it's Bale. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, really well played.
Bale. Shapes to shoot! And the counter is on. Out to the left it goes. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Bale. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford...
There's the shot! And how good was that? A finish of true class. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's made its way to him. And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew.
And we've reached half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Barcelona are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And we're off again. And it's Pedri. Beckham. Pedri. He's found a way through. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Courtois. Oh, he's been caught napping. This looks promising. Shoots! Oh, denied at the last.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? Beckham. Pedri. Now it's Bale. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. O'Shea.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Batistuta. Great big chance! And he's taking no chances there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, he refuses to take the bait.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that was vital. Roberto Carlos. Bojan.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, again, there's no way through. And he's picked out the run. Messi finds himself offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Puyol. Messi. Now it's Mane. And the through ball. It's Vieri! No, that's just wide.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Bojan. For Olise. Belletti. And he's straight offside. Roberto Carlos. Albert Ferrer. Rijkaard. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pedri. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. No, that's been intercepted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos. And it's O'Shea. For Olise. Tries to pass it through. And this is Mane. Mane! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Roberto Carlos. Albert Ferrer. Rijkaard. To O'Shea. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Great chance here from position A1. So the perfect chance to get one back.
El dorsal 20, Bojan Krikic. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11. El dorsal 18. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio.
In he goes again! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Mane. Mane. This is promising. Mane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. O'Shea gives no quarter whatsoever. Roberto Carlos.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Mane. He's a sharp little ball here. Aims beyond the defence. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The unmistakable Daniel van Baalsen.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both in...
And it's been given away. Looking for options for movement.
Hazard.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rodri. Looking for the run.
Howson deals with that comfortably.
Albert Ferrer. For Conte.
Xavi Alonso. And here's Hazard.
Alonso.
It's Alonso! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Dundee with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And that has been cleared.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Now it's Hazard.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Tries to pass it through.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
He's having a shot!
He can get that clear. Foot in.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net.
That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Hazard! Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing! A finish of true class! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Dundee grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Kante, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Messi.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Now it's Hazard.
Now it's Mbappe. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pass is just off target. Nice looking ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Beckenbauer with the slide tackle there. Now who's going to be first to this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? A heavy challenge. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Xabi Alonso takes control of it and he's on the move. Crunching tackle. Conte. Has a shot! Oh, crossbar! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Conte knocks it into space, and he's taking no chances there. And the pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Threads one in. Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
They're back on the ball again. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's made its way to him. He might be in here. Picked out brilliantly. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So once again, we're underway. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Van de Ven. Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boy...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that has left him in a heap. No foul, says the referee. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. He's got away, played in, climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
Dundee really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And he's away. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Hazard tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Triol attempts a clearance. Great chance! And now they can spring out of defence. So, third corner of the game. Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And they can counter here. So we've reached the hour mark. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi, he's gone for goal! And the keeper read that really well.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
And it's Bellingham. Great defending, strong and determined. Nicely weighted ball. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. He's had a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18.
So, time for changes on both
15.
sides, actually. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
That pass isn't the best. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to play him in. Vieri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rodri. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup, and he was alert to it. A probing pass. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. Oh no, that was never going to make it. A vicious ball here. Howson can get it clear. Couldn't squeeze it through. Can he get it through? Xavi Alonso. Played into space. Good ball over the top. Nice interception. Oh, it's come off the upright. Danger averted for now. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And this is Mane. He has found the Pedri! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Pedri fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And he's managed to get free.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Five minutes left on the clock. Barcelona have it back and can go again. He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now, can they get him away? And that's going up front in a hurry.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Here's Canu. We are into overtime. Now that looks a decent ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Nicked it back promptly. Here's Canu. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Contra Barcelona.
Well, it is quite an atmosphere here in the Mexican capital. That is what greets us whenever the nation's most decorated club is playing here. And already we're underway here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
And a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And here's Bale, knocks it out wide. And it's Messi. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Quality ball. You have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich gets a cross in. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And that has been knocked clear. Early ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Camavinga. Nuno Mendes. He's a sharp little ball here. Danger averted for now. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Van der Ven attempts a clearance. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Kimmich cuts out the pass. Knocks it into space. Beckham. That's a sharp pass. Colwill gets over and intercepts. Now it's Bale. Rijkaard. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Bale. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bale. And he can clear it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Out of play for a throw. Colwill is there to clear. Almost half an hour in now. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Pedri! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? No way through, so back it comes. And he's gone looking for safety. Beckenbauer. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get rid.
That's going in strongly.
Well, I'm not not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Nuno Mendes. Great vision. And it's Mendes. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pedri. He's had it taken off him. Locatelli. Now it's Camavinga. Locatelli. Messi. Konate does well to get it back. Messi. Rijkaard. And Locatelli. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And it's Locatelli. Kimmich. And it's Locatelli. Beckham running with the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Beckham wins the duel this time. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Beckham goes short. Beckham.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that's well seen too. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's having a go!
Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. Locatelli. That looks a decent ball. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kimmich. Locatelli. And it's Camavinga. Nuno Mendes. And it's Locatelli. Now it's Bale. Oh, easy pickings there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Van der Ven gets a foot in here. Oh, no joy this time. Pedri. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. Camavinga. Played out wide. Nicely aimed pass.
Beckham. Nicely spread. Messi gets into some space. Has a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Cleared without complication.
Cambio en el América. Número 19. Número 18. Número 17.
Decent progress down the left.
Número 11.
Looking for the
Número
run.
13.
He is through here.
Número 7. Número 9. Número
Rodri
27.
with the clearance.
Número 8. Número 16. Cambio.
And it's Pedri. Now it's Mane.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Mane. No, he is not giving anything away. Van Dijk. Rodri. Camavinga. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. And the counter is on. And it's Pedri. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now this could be a chance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mane. Pedri. Oh, this is a very good run.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo
Into stoppage
reglamentario.
time, and it is still goalless. Taken back almost at once. And that will be it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto?
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Pedri. Messi. Now it's Pedri. Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Neymar. Neymar, this is promising. Cafu ploughing through the middle. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position. Neymar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Messi. And it's Pedri. Oh, that's delightful. Pedri! Brilliant from Pedri! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first! And that really is so impressive. Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Rodri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's very neat. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Quarter of an hour played.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
That's good play. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's had it nicked away. Serginho. Neymar. Knocks it into space. And it's Del Piero. Over to the left. Oh, that's nice. Swings it across. And he's taking no chances there. In again. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Half an hour played now. Rodri tries to play it through. Del Piero. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Mane. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's Vieri! He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Neymar. Foot in. Kimmich. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Serginho. Great vision. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero. And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again then. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has not gone well. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Del Piero. Oh, that's superb. And one more try! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pedri, shifted it to the flank, now it's Rodri. Pedri, neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri, driving forwards,
Neymar. In with the challenge. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
A case now of complete control. Cleared without complication. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And he's managed to gift it back. Messi. Cafu. And it's Pedri. Can he get it through? Oh, that's beautiful. He's had a shot! And it's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and...
Messi! He has done it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Paris Saint-Germain grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Pedri. Pedri plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Threads one in. It's a goal kick. Odo. Cafu. The defender is not giving up on this. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedri. Beckenbauer. Just eases him off the ball. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cafu proves too strong. And the shot! He's got a goal! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rijkaard makes the interception. And no, that was never going to make it. Pedri wins the duel this time. Mane, and that interception was most necessary. And it's Belletti. Spread it left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi looking to be a menace in the final third. Mane. Pedri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. 4 extra minutes added on. Pedri goes on a charge down the left. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Driving forward. Beckham. No way through. Messi. And that will be it. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Vieri taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture.